Namaste viewers, welcome to DM Astrology. Today's video we are going to see about the September month planetary position. There are a lot of planets are changing their sign, changing their directions from retrograde to motion. So it is a month of all events. That is why this special video has been made for the month of September. Out of a 9 planet, there are 7 planets which are going to get effect. So we'll see how they are going to affect. One by one we see, and we'll see what will be the result and outcome of that. Considering Sun as a center, Sun is already into its own sign, and Leo sign since last month till 16 September. Last month 16 August onward it is in the Leo. It's in its own home. When Sun is in a home, government is safe. Government gives a good benefit. Government works for the people. That is a Sun in the own sign. So Sun is being in own sign till 16 September. We'll be able to see what the result is going to give. Considering Mars, see, Mars has also came in last month 16th August in the Aries, but the speciality is that on 9th of September it is going to get retrograde, and while retrograding you will be getting a maximum result of this. See, whenever the Mars is in the own sign, the properties and the industry and all manufacturing work get affected because the Mars is own sign. Its own sign doesn't mean that it gives a good result, but being is in the more comfort house, it will not produce a good result. So that may be not good for the people. But on 9th of September it is going to be retrograde, so there you will get a good result for the builders, manufacturer, and this. Mercury already in the Virgo sign. It has entered in the 2nd September, it has entered in the Virgo sign. Until 23rd of September, it will be remaining in the Virgo, its own house. So Mercury is a business, trade, commerce, that is remaining its in home. Then Jupiter, we all know, for Jupiter it's a very, very important month. Because since it has came to the Sagittarius sign, it has not given an independent result. So for this month, Jupiter remaining in the own house, in the own sign only in the Sagittarius, but two important events that we'll discuss about the Jupiter. Venus has no change. Venus will be remaining in the Cancer sign. It is not having own sign, exalted sign. Then considering the Saturn is already in his own house, but in the end of this September month, Saturn is also going to be stationary, and then in next month it will become the from retrograde to motion. That also we'll see. Considering Rahu and Ketu on 23rd of September, they both are changing its sign. It is from exalted sign. Presently it is in Gemini and Sagittarius respectively for Rahu and Ketu. It's going to change in the Taurus and Scorpio sign, respectively Rahu and Ketu. So what they are also going to give a result. So accordingly we have seen out of a 9 planet, there are 7 planets are affecting. 5 planets, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn and Mercury, they are in their own house, and 2 planets Rahu and Ketu already in existing exalted sign, they are also again going for their exalted sign, what other believes. So now we'll see what will be the result for the people and what will be the effect. Now as I discussed, Sun is in our own house till 16 September, government may declare, it is for worldwide, government may declare some benefit, some good package, some benefit to their citizens. So it is a burden on all the government to give some benefit to the people when the Sun is in our own sign. Policymaker, leaders, they all being into the positive side of the politics and very useful to the layman and citizen. Considering Mars, as I told you that it is in own house, so not being so active. Whenever we are also in our home house, we rest. So Mars is resting, but by 9th of September it is retrograde. So thereafter, those who are connected with the manufacturing activity, industry, small scale, large scale, mining works, those who work under the earth, mining works also good. Quarry, it is also good. And related to the Mars, as we know, the Mars is a very technical electronic item also considered under the Mars. Building construction, land dealers, land property, this all hedging will be possible by 9th of September, and some of a price of a property will increase. So that also somewhat a good news for the builders and the property dealers, those who are facing lot of problem. And those people also want to hedging the property, to buy the property, to sell the property is a good time for them. Thereafter Mercury is in own sign till 23rd of September. So this 20 days for the Mercury to get a good result related to the education, study, memories, communication and business communication. So related to business, and it's a good sign. Mercury will give a good communication and business. Jupiter, very important is a Jupiter. For Jupiter, note down that 12, 13, 14 September is very crucial, where it will be a stationary. And stationary Jupiter, you may get a good result related to the family, finance, whatever the result you wish, you can wish sitting during the Jupiter Hora. All 3 days you can do. Utilize 1 day or all 3 days, it's okay. And do certain work or act related to the your family, finance, children, marriage life. Who's not married, then proposal also come. The luck, religious things, social things, festivals, gain, friends, this all will be going to get good result out of the Jupiter. Now Jupiter after 10 days, it's becoming motion, it will be released from the Ketu also. So that is also a big news for the Jupiter. Thereafter 60 days almost, 22nd of September to 20th of November, that 60 days Jupiter alone will give result. So whatever your pending things related to the relation, family, finance, all these things where your money is hold, that will get a movement. So it's good for the economy during this period between September, full October and some part of November, 20th of November. So Jupiter can create a good result. Thereafter we have a Venus which is not affecting anyway, and Moon also in the entire month it will be moving to all the sign. Now considering the Saturn is also in own sign but retrograde. On 27th of September it will be a stationary. 27, 28, 29, 30 and 1st of October it will remain stationary. So whatever the pending dates, working area which you are planning and not being achieving, those who need to change the job, those who are seeking for the good position, they can use this. See, politically Saturn influence very much, and particularly the western countries are all under the Saturn. So all the western countries like Canada, USA, Brazil, all the western countries will get a good result during that period. There are a lot of political changes also during this period because Saturn rules the west direction. Northwest and west both are the Saturn direction, so it will going to affect this direction. So that also best result you may acquire during the stationary Saturn. Thereafter you have a Rahu and Ketu which is already in the Gemini and Taurus respectively, which will be exalted sign for Rahu and Ketu, and now again it is going for the another sign Taurus and Scorpio, that also many people believe as an exalted sign. We have seen during the Rahu and Ketu in the Gemini has not produced a good result, being its Adra Nakshatra, his own Nakshatra, and now it is by 20th of May, it is already in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. But Mrigashira, Gemini part is there. Now Mrigashira, Taurus part we will see. So in Taurus, Rahu is more comfortable because it's competition with the Mercury, so will not get a good result. But in the comfort sign of Taurus, it give a good result. So we expect the Taurus placement of a Rahu will be giving a great result, as we have seen in 2002-3. The same result we may expect during this period. So Rahu and Ketu also very positive during this time. Now considering all the ascendant or sign, how and what they are going to benefit. See, we will only discuss the Kendra and Trikona house because there only the planet focus and give the result. So when I say the Aries ascendant or Aries moon, those having ascendant they will get a physical result, and those having the moon sign will get some mental result. Considering the Aries, they have a benefit of a Mars in the ascendant creating the Malavya Yoga, Panchama Purusha Yoga. They have a Saturn in 10th house creating the very good of a Shash Yoga. Jupiter is also alone in the 9th house in own sign. So they are most benefited out of the all the ascendant. So whatever the Aries ascendant and Aries people are there, they will be benefited by their own work, efforts, everything will be paid off. Good time for them. For Taurus people, now the Rahu is entering in your house and Ketu will be in 7th house, and there will be Saturn already in the 9th house in own sign. So for you also it is a good time to improve. Past disease, old disease will also be released. The people in front of you will not make you suffer, and ultimately it's a good time for you. You will be enjoying in this period. Gemini people are released by Rahu is going now to the 12th house. It's a bit relief, and Ketu is also moving from 7th house. They are having only Jupiter in 7th house creating the Hansa Yoga, because Jupiter in the Kendra create the Hansa Yoga, one of 5 of Panchama Purusha Yoga. So they are also getting benefit out of it. Considering the Cancer ascendant, for Cancer ascendant, the Mars is in 10th house and Saturn in the 7th house, creating both the Panchama Purusha Yoga in 7th house, 10th house. So they will be getting benefit out of the career, out of the marriage life, and the pleasure in front of them. So they will also be getting good result related to this. Then considering the Leo ascendant, for Leo ascendant, Rahu is coming in the 10th house and Ketu in the 4th house. Maybe change of place may happens, and there is a good flow of a career. Career wise they get a good position. They may get some good position like leader, or in politics also they will get benefit out of it, and suddenly their career graph will be shoot. Considering the Virgo ascendant, for Virgo ascendant, the Jupiter is in 10th house creating the same Hansa Yoga for them, and Rahu and Ketu is releasing from 4th and 10th house. That is somewhat a good benefit for them. They will also get good enjoyment. Saturn is in 5th house and Rahu is in the 9th house. Both are exalted in this. That also produce a good result. Considering the Libra, for Libra people, the Saturn and Mars again 4th house and 7th house, both are creating Panchama Purusha Yoga. For them also it is a good benefit of a luxury, comfort, and people those who are front of them, to whom they face, they will get good desire result from them. For them also it is good. Now considering the Scorpio, for Scorpio people, now Ketu is entering in the ascendant and Rahu in 7th house. So Scorpio ascendant or Scorpio mean moon has to take care, because Ketu in the ascendant dry up the things and not realizing what is happening behind excuse me, internally, how it is going to affect. So for you it is not a good time. For Sagittarius people, now they are getting relief from the Ketu in the ascendant, and only Jupiter in the ascendant will give a good result to them. And Ketu is moving, Rahu is moving from 7th house, so it is a good people to meet and get a good result. So you are also get benefited. The Mars is in the 5th house, is also adding some values related to your past life deeds or past time pastime deeds. Then Capricorn. For Capricorn people, their ascendant itself in the ascendant, so it is creating a Shash Yoga, and then it is getting stationary, and thereafter it will become motion. So for you it is also a good time. And in 10th house you have a Mars. In 4th house you have a Mars in the own sign, is creating also a Malavya Yoga. It is the best yoga for you. So for Mars and for the Saturn, you will be getting benefit out of it. Considering, and also your 5th house, the Rahu is exalted. Considering the Aquarius people, it's not good that Rahu is in 4th house and Ketu in 10th house. There will be a struggle in the property. If you wish to sell the property, it's a good time for you to come out from the old property and getting new. But related to work, you will not able to realize, you will not able to get a good response from the work. So for that it is not good. And lastly, in the Pisces ascendant, the Rahu and Ketu is moving from 3rd house, and Ketu will be moving to your 9th house. So that will be great relief to your career, your prospect, your good things. And as your Jupiter is also in the Kendra in the 10th house, now it will bear a good result by creating the Hans Yoga. So ultimately, this all are good planetary position are going to give you a good result for all the ascendant. So while likewise you can utilize this and maximum benefit you can take. So I hope that you like and share this video and use it maximum. Namaste. Thank you very much.